Hi, Jules from Roast My Pricing Page here. Today I would like to show you the roast of Pitch pricing page. It's a very interesting pricing page because there are both, elements that, can really be improved, and also very good practices that you can actually steal and apply to your own pricing page. So I hope this roast will be packed with valuable insights for you. Starting with their headline, what I really like is actually their sub-headline because it conveys well Pitch's value proposition. They insist on the fact that, Pitch helps teams of all sizes like better collaborate around presentation. So that's very good to insist on that. And it's also good to do that on the pricing page, even though, the pricing page is, devoted to the pricing model. It's important to, rephrase and insist on elements regarding the product. What's missing for me inside the headline is, the mention of an important aspect of the pricing model. And here, I think what would be interesting to insist on is the existence of a free plan. So true, you can see it right at the bottom of the hero section that there's a free plan, but it's always a good thing to mention those reassuring aspect of your pricing model inside the headline, because it anchors the prospect to reassuring information right from the top of the pricing page. Below they have this toggle button, monthly versus yearly, so that's a very good practice to display and make it easy to compare price points between the monthly and the yearly billing periods. They also do display what's the corresponding discount of committing to a yearly plan, so that's very good. However, there would be two things I would improve. The first one is displaying by default the yearly amounts. The yearly amount is lower, so oftentimes you want to display by default the yearly amount because it create this perception of a cheaper product. And the thing is that it's really a common practice in SaaS businesses, so don't think that by displaying the monthly amount by default, your prospects and your website visitors will feel tricked. It's a common practice. You can enable yourself to display the monthly amount if you are way cheaper than your competition, and to that regard, like displaying even the monthly plan will make you way cheaper than your competitors, so that would not be a problem. Also, what I would do is actually mention below the per month phrase here. I would mention build monthly if monthly is selected here, and build yearly if yearly is selected inside the toggle. It's always good to reinsist on on the yearly on the billing periods. Obviously, this is an information that you can understand from the toggle button, but that may not be the case for everyone. So insisting on the billing period next to the price points is also a good practice. Inside the pricing tables, I really like their plan description. The plan description both describe the persona that is involved, so here for professionals and small teams, and the corresponding use case that you have them tackle basically. So that's very well executed, but the thing is that I would actually put them below the plan name. Generally, the combination of the plan name and the plan description is a very strong anchor for your prospect who come to your website to associate themselves with a specific plan. So you really want to keep them together. And also, since between the plan name and the plan description you have the price points, it is likely that, you know, the eyes of your prospect will be focused on the price point instead of the plan description, and, you know, it makes it less likely for your prospect to actually read the plan description, which is really important, as I said. I like the way they describe the various features of the plans. They keep it quite concise. They use tooltips to provide more information about the features. The font size of inside the tooltip is a bit small, in my opinion. It should actually be the same font size as the font size that is used for the features here. I also like the fact that, you know, they have this mention about, you know, everything in Plan Before Plus, which is a good practice to keep, you know, this list very compact. I also like the fact that, you know, they decided to insist on the members limits via this, you know, tag on the top right of the plans with this tooltip. The majority of SaaS would actually have mentioned this inside the feature list, but here, what is interesting is that they really want to insist on that and make it crystal clear. And instead of, you know, adding it inside the feature list, they decide to highlight it on the top right, which is, I think, a very, very good hack. Yeah, very good thing to do here. And I see that they also have the CTA button that enables to jump directly to the feature comparison table. So again, another very good practice to take from them. Oftentimes the feature comparison table, you don't want to display it on top of the page, or at least on the first half of the pricing page, because its aim is really to provide very comprehensive information about you know, the features and their availability inside the corresponding plans. And this is definitely something that you don't want to overwhelm a prospect with, you know, at the top of the pricing page. So you have to put it at the bottom. But if you want to nudge your users to actually have a look at this list, then you need to add this CTA. So that's nicely done here. I also like the fact that they display their enterprise plan at the bottom of the three main plans. It's commonly admitted that you should not display more than 3 to 4 plans horizontally, because it makes it really difficult to compare plans. But by doing so, you know, this is a common workaround that you can use if you have more than 3 or 4 plans to actually display the plan below. You can also do that if you have an add-on, for instance, an AI add-on. Don't display it next to the other plans. You can display it like really horizontally below. Besides that, I see they have this section, features to win work. Not exactly sure about what they want to convey here. I find this formulation a bit strange, but that's maybe only me. And also, I'm not really sure about the role of this section. Actually, they seem to be insisting on, for instance, you know, the existence of rows and guests, etc., etc. But, you know, I would actually expect to have more information about, you know, the various types of roles and what they enable to do basically inside the feature comparison table. And that's what they seem to do here, but they don't, in my opinion, go far enough. You know, they seem to describe what guests are, what commenters are, but they don't really describe what's admin, curators, and what's the difference between an admin and a curator, for instance. So here, if it's too long to you know, describe the difference in terms of you know, features available, etc., etc., I would actually put a link to you know, a page in your documentation where you have a full table describing what an admin can do, what a creator can do, what a commenter can do, etc., etc. Inside the feature comparison table, you you know, it's nicely done in the sense that features are broken down into sections. This list of features seems to be very comprehensive. You know, they list all the integration they have, and they seem to go, into a lot of details in terms of features. However, what's missing here is that they should freeze the headers of the table here, so that when you scroll down, you can still see what plan correspond to which column. Here, when I have a look at, for instance, the image upload capacity, I have to actually get back to the top, scroll up to the top to have a look at, to remember, what's the corresponding column. And also what I would add here is a CTA to nudge users into signing up, and also a reminder of the price point. For instance, you can display by default the yearly amount again here. That's about it. I see they have a few testimonials. They also displayed some social proof with some logos at the bottom of the page. I think it's too much hidden here, and I would actually add this carousel of logos below the plans, or even below the headline. It's always very important to that prospects see what kind of customers the company has. And concerning the FAQ, I think it does a good job. I think there could be some questions that could be removed to make the list of questions a bit more compact and thus more readable, I would say, for the prospect. For instance, I see that they answer to questions about the product directly, which is not necessarily the aim of a pricing page FAQ. The pricing page FAQ role is really to reassure the customer, to remove any doubts concerning the pricing model. So insisting on the existence of the free plan, insisting on for instance, a refund policy if you have one, a clawback clause, or all these kind of questions that a prospect will ask themselves before signing up. That would be my advice here for the FAQ. But besides that, very interesting pricing page. I hope you'll get some actionable insights to apply to your pricing page. And if you want the roast of your pricing page, feel free to book a roast on Roast My Pricing Page website. And in the meantime, I wish you good luck with your pricing page, and have a great day. Bye bye.